more question about Still Waiting, because I honestly loved that song growing up. Whose idea was it to have the Sums as like the set in the band?
I don't know, because we were going through a bunch of different things, like because we wanted to kind of dress the same. I don't know whose idea it was for that name, to be honest. But there was a lot of ideas being thrown around because the Strokes and the White Stripes and the Vines and all that stuff was like the new big thing at the time. So we were just kind of spitballing about how to, whose video are we going to copy? What look are we going to do? And then the name change obviously was the big one. And I don't know who came up with that though. But it all just came together. And we actually told, before we did that video, we were hanging out in London, England, doing a festival with the Strokes. And
so they knew about it.
What's that?
So the Strokes knew you were going to parody them.
Yeah, so we were hanging out, and they happened to be in the same hotel we were. So we stayed up really late, Derek and I, with Julian in his room, and we were drinking and wasted. And then I think we just told him, we said, we have this idea to do a video like yours, and we're going to call ourselves the Sums. We're not making fun of you. We're basically making fun of ourselves, that we're kind of ousted now from the the mainstream, and now you guys are the big thing. And we told him all about it, and he loved it, and basically kind of, I guess, gave us his blessing. And so we did it. We probably would have done it. We probably would have done it anyway, but but we want to, we love the Strokes, and none of those bands. We liked all those bands, and we were more making fun of ourselves. But it was funny to just tell him prior to the video to see what he thought. I think that was another, like, one of those turning points for the band, where I was talking about this with another interview I did a couple days ago, where like we came off Fat Lip and In Too Deep, and they were very successful for us, and it would have been very easy for us just to go in and kind of do something like that again. Like, most bands would just be like, okay, wow, our first record was really big and we had these songs, but let's just try and do something like that again, and just keep it going. But we kind of did like a career suicide thing in a way, which happened to work for whatever reason, and we chose to go with this heavy song as our first single, with screaming in the verses, a political song. And I think that was kind of like that turning point for our band, where people were able to now maybe take us seriously as a real band, and it's like we weren't just known as the Fat Lip Band or the In Too Deep Band. So that song, I think that's a very, very important song for our band and our career.
Now that song, I love that song, and in particular, that music video is so iconic. I remember as a kid watching it on Much Music, I thought the intro was hilarious.
Yeah.
And you guys recently brought back that actor for another bit, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, his name's Will Sasso. He's actually Canadian. He's from BC. He was like our record company guy in Still Waiting video, and on this one we brought him back, and he was still the record company guy, but now talking to us about basically the Rock is Dead thing. And I mean, the guy, he's funny because like we obviously knew he was on Mad TV. But, getting into a room with an actor like that, a comedian like that, and just he goes off the cuff, nothing's really written. He has a couple premises in his mind, then he just goes, and you have to kind of adapt on the spot. And it's really hard because they're so goddamn funny that you can't, you're trying not to laugh the whole way through, and you're trying to like interact with him, but he's a comedian pro, and we're just a bunch of schmucks playing music.
When he said in that video, Green Day 75, did he make that up, or was that like written?
Everything was off the cuff. Like everything he was saying, he might have had mental notes in his head, but nothing he had told us previous to it. We just kind of were like, you're going to walk into the office, you're going to sit down, and then you're just going to kind of go. And he obviously had a couple little things that he knew he was going to say, but he was just making up stuff, hitting lamps over. Nothing was set up.
Oh, that was on the spot?
On the spot.
He was making a point in that video about like the number bands, but there's only really two. It's just you guys and Blink-182, right? There was
right, yeah,
right,
yeah.
That was like another one of his, like, he was supposed to come off as like a naive record president. It was like the last song written for Does Look Infected as well.
Oh, it was the last song, really?
Yeah. The album was pretty much done, and we were gonna go record it. And then Derek brought in this really rough demo of it, and it was really screamy in the verses, like distorted screaming. Didn't have any words, but you could tell the melody was there and the idea was there. And so we did a little bit of quick pre-pro on it because we had to go record the album. The album was basically ready to go get recorded, and then he just came in with this last-minute song.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Everything on my channel is 100% original. I'm the one conducting all the interviews and editing all the videos together, so if you like my work and you want to support me, the best way to do so is simply to subscribe. Thanks for watching.